Hello? One sec. All right. I think we're good. One more thing. I decided to come on a little bit early because I see a lot of you waiting here. Yeah, the Nations League draw is happening today. Just like that. I mean, it's going to be an interesting draw. The pots have already been decided, obviously. In case you don't know how the Nations League works, it's divided into 4 different leagues. We've got League A, B, C, and D. Obviously, being ranked to the best. No Earfo today. I'm sorry. He's got some errands to run. But yeah, we got, for pot 1, obviously, the quarterfinalist matchups. France, Belgium, Italy, and Spain. That's no surprise there. And then in pot 2, we've got Portugal, Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany. Pot 3, England, Poland, Switzerland, Croatia. And pot 4, Wales, Austria, Czech Republic, Hungary. Now, yeah, this is going to be a tough task for Croatia, whatever group they're in, honestly, because they're definitely not going to be looking like the absolute favorites, but they could pull off the upsets regardless. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, every team in pot 3, except for England. Whichever group gets England, that would be unfortunate. Because, yeah, they're doing better and better. Squad with a lot of potential still. And, yeah. Yeah, obviously, all these teams are annoying to get. If I were to choose a group for Croatia in particular, for like all the possibilities, obviously, I would go with Spain. Ooh. Netherlands. Croatia, obviously. And then, probably, it's a tough one. Probably Austria. Austria, Hungary. Now, Spain, obviously, because, Croatia in the Euros nearly beat them. It was actually a really close race in that match. And then Netherlands, they're still a strong side, but probably, as of now, the most inconsistent out of those teams in pot 2. Denmark looking like one of the most dangerous sides right now, honestly. And then between Austria and Hungary, I don't know. Austria looking a bit shaky right now, but at the same time, I don't think the motivation was very high because they already secured a World Cup qualifier spot, so it's kind of hard to judge their form. But let's look at League B. League B. Ukraine, Sweden, Bosnia, Iceland in pot 1. Pot 2, Finland, Norway, Scotland, and Russia. Pot 3, Israel, Romania, Serbia, and Ireland. And pot 4, Slovenia, Montenegro, Albania, and Armenia. Oof. We can't underestimate Czech Republic, by the way. They're a top side still. I mean, we've seen them upset Netherlands in the Euros. Form all over the place, but yeah. They could even still qualify for the World Cup. But yeah, back to League B. Lots of possibilities here. Now, obviously, I would be a tad bit disappointed if Bosnia and Serbia end up in the same group, along with Montenegro or Slovenia, but it could easily happen. Lots of possibilities here. Iceland being in pot 1, I mean, they did just get dragged down in the rankings after their recent form, but it's a bit interesting to place them there, considering their form right now. Albania and pot, yeah. This could be a huge boost for these teams, honestly. I feel like League B is a more exciting Nations League run than League A because obviously this tournament isn't really based on... We're all more excited about the World Cup, let's be honest. Like tournaments like that, this is more of a friendly. But for the League B, C, and D teams, this is their chance to kind of rank up and prove themselves at their top sides. So yeah, Albania got to have a lot of motivation here for this one. League C, I'm very surprised about Turkey being in League C. But, that was based on their previous results. So Turkey, Slovakia, Bulgaria, and Northern Ireland in pot 1. Greece, Belarus, Luxembourg, and Macedonia in pot 2. In pot 3, we got Lithuania, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Kosovo. And then in pot 4, the reason why they're slash is because they still got to play some matchups in March to determine which league they're in. So it's either going to be Kazakhstan or Moldova, Cyprus or Estonia, and then Gibraltar and Faroe Islands. So yeah, Turkey, they really got to escape out of League C. I mean, I think they're definitely outmatching this side. And Macedonia, you know, Macedonia proving themselves as well. I feel like they can make a statement here for sure. The other teams, I don't know. They can prove themselves, obviously, but I'm expecting the most from Turkey and North Macedonia. These sides are also in the World Cup qualifiers right now, obviously. So, in the playoffs. So, yeah. And League D, Kazakhstan or Moldova, Cyprus or Estonia, Liechtenstein and Malta in pot 1. And then Latvia, San Marino, and Andorra in pot 2. So, yeah, lots of possibilities here. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about these pots. But, yeah, lots of interesting choices here that, you know, could possibly happen. Kosovo, they got work to do, man. They got a lot of work to do. What teams do you want to get for Croatia? I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. I want it to be Spain, Netherlands, and Austria, Hungary, or even Wales. I'd be fine. Honestly, I wouldn't complain about any of the teams in pot 4, but for pot 1 and 2, Spain and Netherlands, I think are, you know, they're obviously still top sides, but I think they're also sides that Croatia have a better chance in beating. Obviously, Italia have to go to the World Cup qualifier playoffs, but they've still been very, very consistent throughout. They didn't lose. They just got a lot of draws. So, you know, that's a much scarier side than Spain. Spain obviously is still a top side, but, you know, still some work to do throughout it. And like we saw in the Euros, Croatia put up a very good fight against them. So I think it's possible that we can do something against them in the Nations League. I really don't want to be in the same group with France. That's no way. I don't want to see, honestly, even Portugal. Like, I just don't want to see Croatia being in the same group with either of them again. But particularly France, that's just a team we're not going to beat. Like, I want to see it happen, but, and honestly, based on France's recent form, Croatia do have a chance. Like, they're still a top side, but they're not, you know, living up to the French hype. But still, you know, they can easily regain their form again. Fantastic form. I don't want to see France. Belgium is the weakest from pot 1. You know, that's, their golden generation is somewhat dying off more and more as time goes by. The Euros were honestly like their best chance to win a tournament. Looking less and less likely now. In some ways, I can see that argument, but I think it's either Belgium or Spain that are not necessarily the strongest sides. It's interesting. Everybody's got different opinions about the pot 1 teams. Like, I see Leon saying that Spain are just too good to be dealt with right now. They got a lot of youngsters that are making their way up, so you could be right. But based on what I saw off the Euros, Croatia could have completed that comeback. They just fell short in extra time. And yeah, they still are doing well in these tournaments. You know, they made it to the Nations League final. They made it to the Euro semifinals. So, no, I'm not discrediting them at all. I just think it's a side Croatia have a better chance of dealing with than the others. Ooh, I think the group of death is going to be France, Portugal, England, and Hungary. That would be crazy. Hungary again in the group of death. That would be, I'd feel so bad for them, honestly, if they have to go through that all over again. In the Euro group of death and then the Nations League, they don't even qualify for the World Cup. They have to deal with England again. It would just be a mess. That's true. A lot of the good teams are struggling. I mean, Italia just won the Euros and now they're in the World Cup qualifier playoffs. I like how nobody talks about Germany. I mean, pot 2, Germany. I said I don't want to face this side. I would rather Croatia be in a group with Netherlands than Germany right now. That's for sure. Germany also, they're going through somewhat of a transition phase, but still having some veterans on the team. Thomas Muller, obviously, for example. But yeah, side I don't want to mess with at all. Netherlands obviously got brilliant defenders such as Virgil van Dijk, but I think it's a doable match. Croatia can do bits in. Portugal, although Serbia was able to beat them and they are struggling a bit. Croatia and Portugal, they played in the Nations League last time. Rather not see it again. Just rather not. Exactly. Germany to me is scarier than the Netherlands right now. Netherlands still have some work to do, I think, but regardless, still a top side. I mean, all these sides in this League A are sides you can't mess with. Macedonia is the best in League C. I would argue it's either them or Turkey, possibly Turkey right now, to be honest. But Macedonia, I'd love to see them prove that they're the best. Kosovo are going to shock everyone in the Nations League, trust me. I would certainly hope so. They have not been proving themselves. They were very exciting a few years ago, and then they totally dipped in form in the World Cup qualifiers. So I don't know about that, but I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to see them prove their worth again. The draw is starting in 20 minutes. I decided to hop on early to get in a discussion with you guys about everything. And unfortunately, I cannot play the video. I would love to, but I don't want to risk that copyright stuff again. Because in the World Cup playoffs were literally streamed on YouTube. And I got a copyright claim for that, so not trying to do that again. Who do I think is the best in League B? League B. That's a good question, sir. This is a very well-matched league. Like, I think it's definitely the most unpredictable league to predict. I might have to choose. Honestly, I know I've been praising them a lot. I know, but Serbia, I think could prove a lot. They're in pot 3. That's not a side you want to be in the same group with right now. They're looking in top form, topping the World Cup qualifier group over Portugal. You don't want to mess with that side. It's going to be dangerous. Bosnia, they're not in the best form right now. I would say if we're going to give it to the best, I would say it's either Sweden or Serbia. Scotland also is, I don't know. It's a tough question, but for me, Sweden or Serbia right now. Iceland being in pot 1. I think these sides are going to want to hope to get Iceland in their group because them being in pot 1 is just. Also Bosnia, I hate to say it, but Bosnia not in the best form right now and in a very, very massive transition period with a lot going on there. So, yeah. Russia also, yeah, I agree is a decent shout, but they did well in the World Cup qualifiers. I don't think I think they're worth a mention as well. Serbia, Russia, Sweden for me. Portugal has a lot of potential, but with the manager, we need a manager. We'll see. I mean, would you rather Portugal being qualified for the World Cup with that manager, or would you rather them not qualify for the World Cup and the manager gets sacked? I heard a lot of Portuguese fans on this channel saying it's a win-win situation for them, but personally, I'd rather see my country be in the World Cup than the manager getting sacked. Do you think it's possible that he could get sacked, though, even if they qualify for the World Cup? I don't know. Maybe he could, honestly, if they don't do well in the Nations League. Ukraine obviously is solid, but yeah, it's they haven't lost much. Actually, did they even lose a match in they didn't lose a match in the World Cup qualifiers, I believe. So it's hard to write them off as well, but still I feel like that side as well is going through a transition period. I say it a lot, but getting rid of Shevchenko, they played for so many draws. They still look shaky throughout some of the matches. They're a side you don't want to mess with for sure. They got a lot of talent, obviously, like Malinovsky. But if I were to like put money on a side, I know Ukraine beat Sweden in the Euros, but I still would put more money on Sweden doing well over Ukraine as of now. But hey, if Ukraine proved me wrong, I wouldn't complain. Lovely side, lovely country. Had a lot of fun there over the summer in Kiev. And yeah, Finland can prove themselves again. They just fell short in the World Cup qualifiers. They didn't even do that badly. It's a bit of a shame. I feel bad for Finland, but I feel even worse for Bosnia, man. My hopes are high for them. Albania or Serbia or Sweden win this. Albania have a lot to prove. Being in pot 4, they got to make a comeback out of this. Yeah, I agree, Leon. Ukraine have a lot of talented players, so I agree they should be better, but right now as a squad, they have work to do. But I think, you know, if they fix their stuff up, it could potentially work out. Macedonia fit this league better. To be honest, I agree. But League C, they can boss this group and just prove, you know, stop underrating us. Even if they don't qualify for the World Cup, they can do wonders in the Nations League right now. It would be crazy to see them and Turkey in the same group. That would be a massive battle for first place. Love to see that for sure. Bosnia versus Serbia, World War III. I really hope they're not in the same group, guys. I really hope that Bosnia and Serbia are not placed together. But if it happens, it is what it is. And all these matches, by the way, if you don't know, are happening in June, but the draw is happening now. There are those qualifier matches I was talking about, like Pot 4, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Cyprus, Estonia. Those are happening in March, I believe, during the World Cup qualifier playoffs. But I believe the first matchups start in June. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because it's sometimes hard to keep track with the Nations League. It's kind of all over the place. Yeah, also Switzerland, forgot to mention them. That's a side you obviously don't want to mess with right now. I think in pot 3, none of these sides are ideal to come up against. But obviously England being the number 1. But some people might be, I hate to say it, but some people might be more scared of Switzerland right now than Croatia. Just based the way they've been lately. Qualifying for the World Cup automatically over Italia. Almost making it to the semifinals in the Euros. Yeah, they were on penalties against Spain. Almost did it there. So anything's possible. Also Albania and Serbia. Please, don't be in the same group, Albania and Serbia. You're right. Oh, God. Don't want to see any of that. Please. It would be interesting. We'd do a stream for that match for sure. But, no. Not what I want to see. Am I going to do Football Manager live with Albania tomorrow? I will do it eventually. I'm not 100% sure about tomorrow, though. There are some other videos I want to clear up. Irfoslavia says Serbia and Albania can't be matched together. Thankfully. Yeah, thankfully. I hope that's true, because that would be a mess. An absolute mess. Italy and France are kind of disappointing with their performance. Yeah, recently they haven't been at their best, but it's still a side. There's still sides that, you know, have proved it over the years. And the depth, especially in France, the squad depth is insane. So even if there are some players not turning up, they got others to rely on. Yeah, I'll do the Football Manager. Oh, you want Poland? Yeah, honestly, that would be sick too. Eventually, we'll do that as well. You've been a lot of help in the last stream, Warsaw, so yeah, why not? What does the Nations League do? Is it important? It basically I I don't even have all the answers on top of my head. It's basically sorting out the ranks throughout the teams in Europe, and it does guarantee certain qualifiers. For example, Austria, they didn't do well in the World Cup qualifiers, but because of their great Nations League performance, they are now in the World Cup qualifier playoffs automatically, even though they finished 4th in their group in the World Cup qualifiers. So there are some, it is important in many ways, but it's not like the die-hard event that, in my opinion, it's the World Cup is way more exciting than this. And I'm sure most people agree with me on that. This is also the chance for Ireland to redeem themselves. We'll see. I forgot what. Yeah, they're in League B. It's going to be tough, but towards the end of the World Cup qualifier runs, they were looking a lot better than before. Show Turkey group. Okay. Well, they don't have their group yet, but they're in pot 1. They got to do well in this. I'm sorry. If Turkey don't do well in this, I got to stop believing in them because they are clear favorites in League C, in my opinion. Macedonia can put up good fights as well. But Turkey, if you don't make it out of League C at the top, shame, really. Greece being somewhat shaky recently. Yeah, you got to do it. Come on. Kosovo, redeem yourself, please. But yeah. Nobody is afraid of Croatia because the team is very unbalanced. Come on, bro. Don't hate on Croatia like that. Like, we still made it to the World Cup automatically. Yeah, we're not looking as strong as, the Russia tournament, but can't underestimate Croatia anymore. You can't. And some of the young talent has proven themselves. Obviously, we're not stacked like Portugal, but I think we're still solid. Olympics is better than Nations League. I don't know about that. Well, in terms of football, obviously. In the Olympics, not a lot of the key players go to those squads, so I don't know. Yeah, Denmark, I think they can do well in this Nations League, honestly. I think they were the clear favorites in their group. For the World Cup qualifiers, but this is their chance to do wonders, and they're gonna come up against a lot of top sides now. I'm honestly very excited for June. It will be kind of a preview to see how all the teams play before the World Cup. Is that true, Puma logo? Euro champs Italy will play Argentina. That would be sick. But the celebrations would kind of come to a waste if Italy cannot qualify for the World Cup. San Marino for the win or a draw at least. Hey, I hope so. Leandro, I hope so. We'll see. Yeah, I really hope they can do it. Serbia cannot get Albania, apparently, which I hope is true. What do I think of Germany? That's the thing. We didn't see Germany to their max potential, I believe, during the Euros because they still had their old manager. Now they got Hans Flick. That is a key moment for them to prove themselves that, they can be a top side. Like they once were in the past. So yeah, I think that Germany could redeem themselves throughout these recent tournaments, and they could potentially do well in the Nations League. Everyone in League A, Pot 1 and 2 look very scary right now. I 100% agree. Even when I said I'd rather get Spain and Netherlands, it's still not sides that are ideal to play. But to me, just look the least scary out of the bunch. Hey, Mystical Art. So far, pretty good. How about yourself? Do I think Germany... Come on, bro. The Match channel says, I'm an England fan. I want to be in a group with Spain, Portugal, and Wales. That would be an interesting group for sure. Spain, Portugal, and Wales. I think if England can prove to, consistently dominate Portugal, that would be a massive statement from the country, for sure. I mean, they already proved themselves a lot for making it to the final in the Euros. But, yeah, to, do wonders against Portugal, we haven't seen that matchup in some time, so it would be very exciting to see. Yeah, Chamboy, that's not happening. No way. No way they're going to all be in the same group. I'm from Denmark, and I hope they can get the hardest group so they can prove themselves. That would be sick, honestly. That would be very sick because they have so much to prove still. I mean, I think by far one of the most underrated sides in Europe. People are starting to recognize them, and, they know that they can't mess with them, but still, very, very underrated side compared to the rest. Woo! Coming up very soon, guys. We got 5 more minutes till the draw starts. 5 more minutes. Szoboszlai's time to shine, yes. Poor guy with his injuries and all that. Genuinely, I feel bad that, he had to go through all that stuff. Even in the Euros, man, Hungary still, despite not making it to the next round, Hungary still proved to be a very dangerous side. Imagine if they had Szoboszlai as well. What they could have done. Honestly, man. Just checking if the draw's about to be posted. Okay. Very soon, guys. Very, very soon, we will be seeing the Nations League draw. How far do I think Turkey will make it? Are you talking about the Nations League? I think they can top it. And if they don't, not good looks. Not good looks. All right. I see a lot of people tuning in. And Armin Spodge just asked, what are my ideal matchups? Like I said, for Croatia, I would really like to see them play Spain, Netherlands, and I'll take any of the teams from Pot 4, but maybe Austria. Austria, Hungary. I respect Hungary. I would like to see how Croatia could play against them as well. Czech Republic, we already seen that in the Euros. So, I'm nervous for this, though. I'm sure all of you guys are as well. Smash the like button if you haven't already, please. It helps me out a lot. Oh, League A and B are going to be very interesting. League B, League A, not 100% true, but like obviously the quality between all the teams are somewhat separated in the pots. I think England is one of the clear favorites in pot 3, but still, these guys are all very, very top right now. Portugal, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany are all very, very good as well, but, don't have that kind of, I guess, consistency, squad depth that these sides have proved in recent times. Okay, you know what? That's not even true because Italy weren't in the last World Cup. You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. But then League B, it's like all these teams are kind of thrown all over the place. Oh, my camera turned off. I got it. All right. Yeah, like I said, all these teams are kind of thrown all over the place. Pot 4, maybe the sides are looking. I'm not trying to do dirty Albania, but the pot 4 sides might be a tad bit weaker than some of them. But you still could argue that Albania could beat sides like, I don't know, maybe Romania, Israel, even Ireland. But yeah, all these teams are thrown all over the place. So it'd be really interesting to see who tops everything in League B. Very curious to see that. Yeah, I don't want to underestimate Netherlands, like I said. I'm just saying, I think out of all the Teams in pot 2, it's a team Croatia have the best chance against. I'm not saying they could do well necessarily, but yeah, over Denmark right now, I like Croatia beat them in 2018, but Denmark are looking very, very dangerous, and they just fell short in that World Cup as well. Very curious to see how Denmark does in the next tournament. Greece is the only nation in League C with the title. Yes, but they are also looking a lot not as good as they used to. But, you know, this is their opportunity to prove themselves once again. For sure. Obviously, like I said, Turkey are probably the favorites in League C. But Greece being in pot 2, I think they can prove that, you know, they deserve to be in League B, potentially. We'll see. Oh, bro. Armando is a beast. Nazi, he's a beast. Genuinely. Awesome youngster, man. He's got a lot of potential. He's been killing it lately, for sure. Yeah. Well, honestly, he's one of the only reasons why I've been following Southampton a lot. I don't even know if he's starting all the time, but yeah, I hope he does soon, at least, if he's not already. Broya beast. Macedonia beats Greece. Very possible, sir. Very, very possible. But they can't be in the same group. So, I believe, yeah. Pot 2. Nope. Obviously, we didn't cover League D a lot, but no offense to those countries. Kind of expected. And it's not even confirmed yet. Kazakhstan, Moldova, Cyprus, Estonia. Hey, Kazakhstan have been putting good fights, though, in recent times. But, yeah. It's starting. All right. You're correct. It is. Should I put up live updates? Yeah, let's do that. We looked at the groups already. Or the pots, I mean. Let's do this. There we go. And we'll put on my headphones as well. All right. Let's go. Finally, guys. Hope Turkey and Greece will be in the same group. That would be a very good fight for sure. Elmas scored 5 goals. Elmas has been a beast. Barty has been a beast. Macedonia, no longer a side you can underestimate. It's just a fact. We'll see how they do in the playoffs for the World Cup qualifiers. Montenegro, yeah, they have a chance to prove themselves. They put up good fights in the World Cup qualifiers, making that group they were in exciting as well towards the end. We'll see what they can do. I'm rooting for them, though, obviously. Idemo Serbia, yeah. Good luck, Serbia. This is their chance to make it in League A for sure. I think they're one of the top sides in League B. It starts right now. It's starting right now. Just playing a little, you know, teaser ad thing. But yeah, it's about to start. Come on. Hello, Christian. Yes, it's about to start right now. Ooh. Yeah, lots of people talking about Spain. Hey. I said I want them, but, you know, not somebody I want to mess with still. Croatia, if they have a chance at all against those uh, first pot teams, it's gotta be it's gotta be Spain or Belgium. Italy, France might be too difficult for them right now. Actually, France definitely too difficult. I hate to say it. Can't beat France. As long as we don't get France, I'll be happy, honestly. Even if we get Italy, I'd be a little bit upset, but France would be the worst. Don't want to see all that again. And I don't want to see Portugal, like I said, either. None of that, please. Oh, I'm very sad about Aguero, obviously. Very, very sad. Everyone is, man. No matter if you're a Manchester City supporter, if you're from Argentina or not, man. What a legend. Absolute legend. Sad he had to leave the game so soon, but yeah. Come on, man. Just start the draw. Why do I think Turkey is better? I just think they're potentially, right now on paper, they should be the team to, make it a breeze in League C. But Macedonia can prove to be a better side. If they are in the same group, I wouldn't complain. I'd love to see it. Obviously not likely compared to according to most people's opinions, but they could even play each other in the World Cup qualifiers. Ooh, England versus Belgium. That would be an interesting one. I wouldn't complain to see that. You can watch the draw on UEFA.tv. It's up for everyone to see for free. I just can't show it because I'll get a copyright. Oh, sorry. Let me pull up that the live updates. There we go. You think Spain got robbed in the final? Oh, I heard there was some questionable stuff there. But hey, can prove ourselves yet again in this tournament. We'll see. Germany, I think Germany can do bits in this one. With their new manager, they'll prove themselves this time. Nervous to see what they can do in the World Cup as well. Yeah, Germany has some old players for sure, but they're bringing in a lot of youngsters, like you're saying right now. So yeah, I agree. Not a side you can mess with. New manager, like I said. Let's go. Damn, you want Wales? If you're from Wales and Spain, you want them to play each other? I guess that would be cool. The draw is supposed to start right now. It's technically already started. We're just going through, some announcements. Come on. Yeah, about that. I believe we're going through League A first, but I could be wrong. Maybe they'll go straight to from bottom up, but we'll see. Let me know if you guys already know that fact or not. Go to UEFA TV to watch the draw online. It's free for everybody. Oh boy, more little promos. League D. Maybe they will do League D first. Oh, we're starting with Group D. Okay. Hey, it is what it is. More exciting stuff towards the end. I'll take it. Šta je ovo sad? You know what? I might just show the pots, these live updates. I don't know. Yeah. Pots it is. Maybe I'll change my mind. We'll see. Did I do any prediction on this? No. I don't think there's a point to. But I'll definitely do a prediction once it all happens. Once we get all the groups confirmed, I'll make a prediction video. I'll blow that for you guys as soon as possible. Even though it will be an early prediction. Yeah, we'll have to do an update video for that as well. But yeah, let's get the discussion started as soon as the groups are out. What do I think about Poland is an overrated team because of Lewandowski? I wouldn't say they're overrated, honestly. I think they're a side that, you know, not many people are truly scared of because Lewandowski is the best striker in the world. Or one of the best strikers in the world. But he needs a solid team around him to help him out. And sometimes Poland doesn't deliver. So, you know, they could improve their form from here on out. They obviously just signed, I believe, Matty Cash from, not signed, but made him a Polish international from England. So, yeah. We'll see how they can progress. But right now, in pot 3, I think they're probably the weaker side, to be honest. No disrespect to Poland. People always say, why you hate Poland? Why you hate Poland? But I have no hate towards Poland. It's just my personal belief right now that, you know, as of now, they're one of the weaker ones in pot 3. If we're talking about pot 4, then yeah, maybe they could be one of the better sides there. Polska. All right, looks like they're bringing on the lads. Hopefully starting soon. What teams are underrated in League A? Good question. I don't know if they're underrated anymore, but definitely in pot 2, people might be wanting to get Denmark, but I think Denmark might be the most underrated team in pot 2. Pot 3, I'd say Switzerland. Obviously, we've seen Croatia qualify for the World Cup, or make it to World Cup final. So, you know, people are recognize them, but Switzerland still did bits in the Euros, did bits in the World Cup qualifiers. I think they're their most underrated side in pot 3. And in pot 4, ooh, that's a tough question. I think they're all underrated sides. Wales proved me wrong in the Euros. I thought they wouldn't do well, and, you know, they did well in the group. And Hungary doing well in the group of death, but still not making it out, and then not doing well in the World Cup qualifiers. This is their chance to prove himself yet again, though. Maybe they can do another Szoboszlai is back. We'll see. Smash that like button if you haven't already, please. We're about to start any second as soon as they stop blabbing. Opinion about Romania. They have potential, man. I initially predicted that Romania would make it to the World Cup playoffs. I said they would get second in that group. And they just fell short. Macedonia did it at the end. Bravo to Macedonia. But, you know, Romania still can potentially qualify for tournaments. They just got to pick it up. And I think they can. Still got some decent youngsters out there. So we'll see. Come on, bro. Who do I think is underrated from League 2? I praise Serbia like crazy. Uh, but I think people now recognize that you can't mess with them after their win against Portugal. I think Serbia and Sweden are potentially, possibly the favorites to do bits in this league. But a team that people might not be looking at necessarily that could do well could be Scotland, honestly. Maybe some people are hyping them up, but yeah. Also, Russia, I think people recognize, but yeah, Scotland still have some to prove, and I think they could do it this time around in the Nations League, possibly, depending on their group, obviously. Finland also, they just fell short in the World Cup qualifiers, man. Like, it's unfortunate they had to play France at the end, but it is what it is. I'm going to turn off my camera real quick and turn it back on so I don't get cut off short and not notice. Also, I want to say Albania can do something in this, but this is definitely their chance to prove themselves. I wouldn't put my money on them yet, but I believe in them. I think they can make their statement here. Albania #1. Everyone in League B wants Iceland in their group. Dakoya, yes, exactly. Iceland, being in pot 1, their form fell off significantly. Just absolutely tanked it. So we'll see. I agree though. If anyone get Iceland in their group, they'd be blessed. And I'd hate to say it, Bosnia as well. I'd be more scared to be in a group with Ukraine and Sweden right now out of those teams in pot 1. Like I said, in League B, all the teams are like scattered all over the place right now. Sleeping on Norway. Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't credit Norway there. Yeah, Holland can easily turn up again now that he's back. And Norway just fell short as well. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I missed on Norway there. That's true, There's a lot of underrated sides in this. I think this League B potentially is more exciting than League A for that factor. Because League A, it's not easy to predict, but way easier than this. All these matches can go any way possible in League B. League A is more organized in each pot as to like how well each teams are going to do. But like in pot 1, Bosnia and Iceland could, if we're going to talk about rankings, I feel like they should be in pot 2 or 3 or even 4, to be honest. So yeah, good point. Who do I think is underrated from League C? I want to say Kosovo, man, but they just have not been pulling through lately. I'd probably go with Luxembourg right now. I mean, Bulgaria also put up okay fights in the World Cup qualifiers. Northern Ireland as well. I didn't mention Slovakia. I think they are one of the favorites in this group as well, along with Turkey or in this league, along with Turkey and North Macedonia. But like I said, yeah. I wouldn't say they're underrated. They're expected to do well compared to the other teams. All right, they're announcing all of the leagues and all that now. So hopefully it's starting soon. League D. League D, group of death. Hey. Who's going to pay attention to League D? Honestly, I just want to see San Marino do something here, man. They got to. It's the one opportunity. League A, like I said, League B is most unpredictable, but League A, the pot 1 teams could slip for all we know. We haven't seen France at their best. Belgium's golden generation's disintegrating. Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup automatically. Spain, they're looking better and better, but, they're going through that transition phase right now, but they still did well even with those youngsters. So, yeah. But still, League B, to be quite honest, very curious to see who comes on top. Could possibly be more exciting than League A. Just start the draw. San Marino will top the group. Mark my words. Hey, I'm holding you accountable for that, David. I am definitely holding you accountable for that because they have not been proven their worth, but you know, it's possible. This is their opportunity. Let's see. Yes, Guardiola does play for Croatia. He's started to make his appearances in the Euros. He got more game time, so yeah. I think he will as well in the World Cup. We'll see, though. All right, yeah, they're starting League D. League D is the first team or league coming up. Looks like they're finally starting here. Let's see what it will be. Just giving an introduction to everybody. But like we said, we don't even know what's going to happen with League D yet. They still got to do some deciding matchups in March for some of those teams. Will this be Holland? Is Nations even considered a major tournament? I don't know. I would consider more like the Euros and the World Cup major tournaments in this. It's starting right now. League D is actually starting this second. No more BS here. We've been waiting too long. Latvia first. Latvia first, everybody. They are in Group 1. Hey, Latvia also. Wow, they're in Group D, or League D. That's something. They put up good fights in the World Cup qualifiers as well. Definitely changed out the group. San Marino's playing them. Hey, if San Marino's able to do something there, jeez, that would be crazy. Oh, San Marino's in Group 2. My bad. I mixed that up. Sorry. I don't know. I'm seeing one thing on this stream, and then I see the website saying something different, so I'm confused. Maybe they're messing up themselves. See, now they're saying Kazakhstan, Moldova in Group 1. What's it going to say on the website? Cyprus or Estonia next. Both teams that, have caused upsets in the past, but yeah, got a lot to prove still. Malta! I'm refreshing this page. I need to see if this is legit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing different stuff on the actual stream as well. Liechtenstein next. Yeah, they know they messed up. They're redoing it themselves. They just got rid of the whole thing because they know they messed up that. All right, let's go to live updates real quick. Yup, here it is. League D. If you can't see, yup. Latvia, San Marino, Andorra, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Cyprus, Estonia, Liechtenstein, and Malta. So that's League D wrapped up. San Marino. Oh, that's just... Jesus Christ, I keep mixing myself up. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was just the pots. There we go. That's No, that's the pots as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this website's throwing me off. All right. That's just League D, though. Honestly, glad that we had to get League D out of the way first so I don't mess up announcements later on. Yeah, I don't know how they're messing this up. It's ridiculous. There we go. Now everything's coming in. It's taking its time, you know? All right, there we go. San Marino. It's their chance to do something against Malta here. Can they do it? I don't know about Cyprus or Estonia, but Malta. Hey, it's possible. Just make sure that's even right on here. Yep. Malta, Cyprus / Estonia, and San Marino. San Marino, yes, they're the one team that unites everyone. Everyone makes fun of them, but everybody loves them at the same time. We'd all be happy to see them get their first win. Even if it's against our own country. Actually, that's not even true. We'd all be depressed over that. All right. But now League C's coming up. Hopefully the site doesn't, bug on this one. All right, League C time. Where's Turkey going? Faroe Islands have just been drawn from pot 4, apparently. Cyprus or Estonia next. In Group 2. Kazakhstan or Moldova in Group 3. Gibraltar. Is it them? Yeah, probably. Yup. Gibraltar. Group 4. Bang. Just like that. Hey, where's Kosovo going? Where's Kosovo going? Lithuania, number 1. Going to Group 1. Okay. Kosovo next. That's what chat's saying. Chat's right. Kosovo in Group 2. So they're going to be playing either Cyprus or Estonia. Based on Kosovo's form, that's not necessarily an easy win. We'll see what they can do there. Azerbaijan next. Also a decent side in Group 3. Does that mean Georgia's in Group 4? Yup. Georgia in Group 4. Oh my days. Oh my days. No more. Obviously, yeah, Kosovo and Georgia weren't going to be paired together because they're in the same pod, but yeah. Luxembourg next. This is an underrated side, as we've seen in the World Cup qualifiers. They're going to be in Group 1 here. Ooh. Oh, based the way these groups are being drawn, man. Yeah, Turkey's got to top this. They got to. And Macedonia. Come on. Ooh, Greece next. Greece and Kosovo again? Oh my god. Bruh. Bruh. Kosovo, prove yourselves. Come on. You got experience against the Greek side now. Do wonders. That's going to be tough, though, as we've already seen. Belarus is now with Azerbaijan. Oh, man. Macedonia has made their appearance. They are in Group 4A. Those battles against Georgia will be interesting, but Macedonia looking like the favorites for that matchup right now. No offense, Georgia. Turning off my camera real quick. Oh my god, my thing froze. Bruh. Bruh, come on. Alright, there we go. Oh, alright, so they announced, my freeze announced, yeah, Turkey is now in Group 1. So yeah, like I said, they're the clear favorites. Luxembourg could potentially scare them a bit, but they gotta beat Lithuania and Faroe Islands. Northern Ireland in Group 2. Really? Yeah, that's a tough task for Kosovo. I'm sorry. Based the way they've been lately, hopefully they improve. But Northern Ireland have been solid. Greece, here and there, but looking like the favorites on paper. Slovakia next. Group 3 with Belarus, Azerbaijan. Obviously the favorites there as well, but you know, Azerbaijan, hey, even Belarus could upset them. Slovakia, somewhat inconsistent, but also proven their worth at times as well. We've seen in the Euros. And then Bulgaria is in Group 4 with Macedonia, Georgia, Gibraltar. These groups are actually really interesting, to be honest. Very, very interesting. Damn. We'll see how this one goes. Oh, man. I want to say Macedonia can easily win that group, but Bulgaria, they had a tough time in their World Cup qualifier run, but they were in a very, very tough group. And, you know, they still, you know, got decent results. We've seen it already. Let me know what you guys think for that. How can Macedonia do? How can all these teams do? Turkey, obvious favorites. If you mess this up, Turkey, I can't reach you guys anymore. That's an easy task for you guys. All right, we're moving on to League B, though. One last look at League C. Yeah. Group 2 looking like the hardest to predict, I think. That's a tough one. Others may be more straightforward. Even Group 4 could be tough. But yeah, Group 3, Group 1. I think they're somewhat self-explanatory who's getting first there. Group 4, we could see an upset. I'm going with Macedonia, though. And Group 2, yeah. Northern Ireland, Greece. That's a tough task for poor Kosovo. Prove me wrong, Kosovo, but this is a very tough task. Time to go on to League B, though. Yeah, Turkey, we got to see. Macedonia will win 6 out of 6. It's possible. Their players are really in form right now. We've seen it. We've absolutely been seeing that lately. Oh, man, I'm excited for this. This is where things get interesting now, Drugovi. League B. Like I said, this is the group that, you know, or the league that anything is unpredictable. These sides are scattered all over the place, no matter what pot they're in. Bosnia and Iceland in pot 1, but, you know, not looking like the favorites given their current situations and form. Let's see what I'm curious about Albania. I'm very curious about Albania to see what group they're in. And I'll obviously after this draw, everything's going fast. I'll give you my more thorough thoughts on everything, and I won't give like my final predictions because I'll do that for a separate video. All right, we back. I don't think Albania and Serbia can be in the same group, so save your energy on that. What's it gonna be? Armenia first. Armenia. Group B1. First team drawn. Who's next? Albania! Albania is in Group 2. Who's joining them? Montenegro is in Group 3. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're about to see a lot. We'll go over Turkey later. Good, I says we're going through League B now. There, Turkey's already drawn. Ooh. And Slovenia, yes, in Group 4. Now we're about to see who all these teams are paired with. We'll see. We'll see if Albania, Armenia, Montenegro, and Slovenia, how will they get a chance in this group? Ireland first. They are going against Armenia. Oh, man. Oh, man. Israel next. Who are in the group with? Albania. A. Israel have been decent lately. You know, you can't outrule them. You can't outrule them. Albania, that's a tough task. They even topped Austria in the World Cup qualifiers. Romania next. They are going up against Montenegro. That's a tough one for Montenegro as well. Like I said, Romania, they just fell short in the World Cup qualifiers. They weren't even doing that badly. Who's next? Serbia! Serbia and Slovenia in the same group. Oh, man. Yugoslavia. Right there. Oh, shoot. Group 4 is going to be interesting for sure. Because Slovenia not looking too hot right now. But still. Lots of top players there. Ilicic, Oblak. Scotland next. In Group 1. Scotland and Ireland are in the same group. That's going to be very interesting. Oh, my God. Russia next. Russia. Oh, my camera's dead. Oh, that's horrible timing. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Draw is still happening, though. You can see it on the screen. We got Finland next. I'm changing my battery right now. All right, Norway's the last team. Camera back. Yes, there we go. All right, so Norway, Serbia, Slovenia. Oh, Serbia's going to play Norway yet again. Oh, man. Serbia topped them last time. That'll be interesting, though, you know. Holland could be motivated to make a comeback there. Holland and co. Damn. Ukraine. Ukraine's coming up against Scotland. Oh, my God. They're already going to have to play each other in the World Cup qualifiers. Wow, they're going to be playing each other a bunch next year. That'll be interesting. Iceland is with Russia, Israel, and Albania. Damn. Well, there's where Iceland is. Yeah, that's probably the least favorable Pot 1 team, like we said. Yeah, that'll be very tough for Holland, honestly. Bosnia next. They are with Finland, Romania, and Montenegro. So we got another Yugoslav pair right there. Ooh, that's actually a very unpredictable group. Very, very unpredictable. You know what? Bosnia could turn things around in that group potentially. Truly. Like, it is possible. And Sweden is the last team. Sweden, one of the favorites in League B with Norway, Serbia, Slovenia. That is the group of death in League B, I think. You could argue with that, but I think that might be the toughest group. Sweden, Serbia, Slovenia, Norway. That is tough, guys. Group 4 is the toughest for sure. Oh my gosh. About to start with League 1, but yeah, that is massive. I don't know who I'd have to put on Group 4. That's impossible to predict right there. Like I said, Serbia and Sweden to me are the favorites in League B, and now they got to play each other, so we'll see who can come out on top. But now it's time for League A. I'll leave the screen up here for now. But yeah, we're about to start. Oh my god, man. Bosnia and Finland are coming. I forgot to mention, Bosnia and Finland are coming up against each other yet again as well. Damn. Can Bosnia turn things around there? It is possible, but, you know, Romania also could come out of nowhere. Montenegro can change things up in this group. Like I said, this is the toughest league to predict. Group 1 as well. Group 2 ain't easy either. Albania has a chance here. Like I said, Iceland ain't too great now. Israel in good form, but maybe Albania can prove their worth there. Russia might be their toughest task. I think Russia's the favorite here, but hey, Albania got it. And then Armenia, oh man. Armenia had a hot streak in the World Cup qualifiers and they fell off again. Maybe they can do it again in the Nations League. I think Ukraine and Scotland will battle for that first place, but Ireland can definitely make things interesting and also prove me wrong. And maybe I'll change my mind on that as well. But yeah, League A is about to start. One last look here. I'm baffled about Group 4. That is insane. Absolutely insane. My God, man. All right, we're going on to League A now. We'll go look at everything again once this is over, of course. What a stream, though, guys. This is crazy. Now, the top league here we're going to be looking at. The moment a lot of us have been waiting for, but you know what? I was very excited for League B as well. What's it going to be for League A, though? What group are these top teams going to be in? Oh. What's it gonna be? Austria first. Austria first. They are in Group 1. Czech Republic next in Group 2. Oh, man. We're about to see some crazy groups. Oh, man. Of course I'll do a prediction video. That's coming up next. But we can still get into discussion after all these draws happen. Hungary is in Group 3. Man. Wales is in Group 4, obviously. And now we're about to see who they all play. Damn! Let's go! Which group's going to be the group of death? Which one of those Pot 4 teams are going to struggle the most here? Here we go. Croatia first. We're coming up with Austria. Okay. Like I said, you know, I don't want to underestimate Austria, but I'll take that. For now, I will take that. But like I said, no France for us, please. Oh, man. Here we go. Switzerland next. They're coming up with Czech Republic. That'll be an interesting one for sure. Both underrated sides right now. Might have to edge Switzerland on that one. But we'll see. England is in Group 3. They're coming up with Hungary yet again in another international group. They were in the World Cup qualifiers together. That's going to be tough for Hungary. Oh, they're really about to be in another group of death. Poor Hungary, bro. Poor Hungary. And now Poland is last in Group 4 with Wales. That'll be interesting for sure. That one can go either way. We've seen Wales pull through and prove a lot of people wrong. Then obviously Poland got Lewandowski and co. We'll see. Now we're going on to part 2. This is where things get really interesting now. What's it going to be? Denmark is with Croatia. Oh. Okay. That's better than... I'd rather see that than Portugal, to be honest, because I don't want to see us playing Portugal for a long time now. Denmark, obviously, very underrated side. Dark horse. Portugal next in Group 2 with Switzerland and Czech Republic. Oh, my God. This is all going super fast. I'll give my thoughts after this all happens. Group C now. Group 3, sorry. What's it going to be? Germany is coming up with England and Hungary. What's it going to be in Group 4?
What's it looking like?
They're doing the last league right now.
Who's buzzing with?
Netherlands in Group 4. Let's see. They are with... they actually have an easy group. Not easy, but...
Okay.
Not bad, yeah.
Belgium, Finland, Romania, Montenegro. All right, bet. I'm excited.
France, no! That's the worst possible outcome. France and Croatia meet again. Too many times we meet up together. Like I said, that was my least favorite choice for Pot A. France, the favorites in that. That'll be an interesting group, though, for sure. Denmark can really prove themselves there. Spain with Portugal, Switzerland, Czech Republic. Also a top group right there. That's unpredictable. Oh, man. And then Italy is in Group 3 with Germany, England, and Hungary. That is truly a difficult group. Poor Hungary. I see Peter saying press F in the chat for Croatia, but I'd press F for Hungary, man. They're in another group of death right here. And now Group 4. Belgium with Netherlands, Poland, and Wales. Oh my days. Ah, man. That's the draw, guys. That's the draw. Now we got to take a look at everything here. I still haven't processed this myself. This is absolutely wild. F Hungary, yes. They're screwed. Like, as much as I want to see them put up a good fight, Italy, Germany, and England, they just get the worst luck, man. But hopefully Szoboszlai can turn things around for them. Now they have him. Maybe they'll have some more firepower up front. We'll see. All right. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. All these groups are, even Group 1. We've seen France be shaky. We've seen also them be in a group with Denmark in the World Cup. And, Denmark put up good fights there, and France were the most shaky in the World Cup. Why does he keep taking me to League D? It's a tough task for all of those countries right there. And I don't know how well Croatia can do in that, to be honest. And Denmark might have an edge on Croatia right now. I hate to say it. But this will also be a lot for Denmark to prove for themselves. Group 2, Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, and Czech Republic. Oh, man, I might Very tough task for both of the top teams. And Switzerland can even come out and get second or first. You know, you can say anyone's crazy for putting any of these sides anywhere. Most people probably not believing in Switzerland, but I feel like they can do something here. And then in Group 3, we've got Italy, Germany, England, and Hungary. Like I said, this is the group of death. Germany, based on how Italy have been playing right now, Germany could potentially top them. And England as well. Which one of these teams is going to finish third? Could Hungary finish third or second or even first? Probably not. But good luck to them. Oh, man, what a difficult group to predict there. And then Group 4, Belgium, Netherlands, Poland, and Wales. That might be the most straightforward group we're seeing. Maybe Wales and Poland can cause some upsets. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one for sure. Oh, man. Of course you're happy for France, man. France would be happy anywhere. Maybe not in Group 3. That's a tough one, but... R.I.P. Hungary. R.I.P. Damn. And then in League B, let's take a look at that again. Ukraine, like I said, coming up against Scotland. We're going to be seeing that yet again. And now Ireland as well. We could potentially see Ireland come back now. We've seen them doing decent towards the end of the World Cup qualifiers. The belief is back. What can we see from them? And then Armenia, could they get on another hot streak yet again? Iceland for Group 2, yeah, they might be going down. This is Albania's chance. Albania could do something in Group 2. I think Russia will probably top this. But Albania could potentially top Israel and Iceland. We'll see. And then in Group 3, Bosnia can do it. But it's still a tough task with the situation they're in. This is Romania's chance to, prove that they're not down and out, even despite the World Cup qualifier run they had. Still did pretty well there. They can potentially top that group for all we know. And this is also Finland's chance as well to, show that they just unfortunately slipped at the end in the World Cup qualifiers. I think Montenegro will definitely, I don't know if they can, get second or first, but I think that Montenegro can make a decent amount of upsets here. And then, like I said, Group 4 is the group of death in League B. Very, very unpredictable. And poor Slovenia for being in that group because they're actually a solid side. But this is going to be a tough task. I definitely see them causing some upsets. Maybe even potentially against Sweden. But, yeah, Serbia or Sweden or even Norway. Any of these teams can top the group. League C, I already talked about Turkey. Yeah, they got to win that. I'm sorry. Luxembourg could put up good fights, but yeah. And then Group 2, Kosovo. Yeah, they got unlucky here. Kosovo, if they were in a different group, I think they might have been able to do more. But this will be a tough task for them. Slovakia should probably top Group 3. Macedonia, you got to top Group 4. Come on. Bulgaria could do it, but hey, Georgia even too. We saw them beat Sweden. I've been underestimating Georgia a bit. But yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on all this? Let me know. Poland can win this group. Poland can win this group. I'm sorry, bro. I think that's too far-fetched. You could prove me wrong, but nah. Poland definitely got a decent group to prove themselves, but I don't think they can top it. Belgium and Netherlands are still looking very strong. Even Wales can come out of nowhere. Yeah. Very, very tough task. England will have a lot to prove themselves. They've, in the World Cup qualifiers, they're always in groups where they're clear favorites. Now it's questionable for them for sure. Damn. Ibra keeps coming back and forth in Sweden, so yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm doubtful for Croatia, honestly. I feel like we can do it against Austria for sure. Hopefully we don't finish last, but those Denmark fights are going to be close. And, you know, this is Denmark's chance to, you know, prove to people that they already did prove that already in the Euros, but now it's like, look, we can even win the World Cup, you know? They're a strong side. They've even put up good fights against France, so we'll see if France slip a bit. Hopefully Croatia can finally beat the French Giants. They've been struggling so much against them. It's disappointing. Oh, man. Group 2 easy for Spain? Don't say that, bro. We've seen Switzerland almost beating them in the Euros. You can't say that's easy for Spain. And then Portugal as well. Yeah, Portugal have been here and there, but we all know the class players they have. They have one of the best players in the world. It ain't going to be easy. No way. Ain't going to be easy for any of these teams. I think Group 4 is looking like the easiest, though, man. Most people... Personally, I was saying that in Pot 2, Netherlands were probably the easiest team to face. And then I was saying Spain, but a lot of people were saying Belgium were the easiest in Pot 1. So, yeah, Group 4 is looking like probably the easiest. So maybe, yeah, these underdogs could prove themselves here. But it's still unlikely, in my opinion. Oh, man. Lot to consider here. I definitely got to think thoroughly before I film this prediction video because too much to consider here. Way too much. And this group 4 in League B truly haunts me, man. I'm on the UEFA website. Serbia win against Portugal. Croatia win against France. Hey, man, I hope so. We definitely got to get some good practice in before the World Cup. And, you know, we're coming up against top teams. People could be doubtful for us yet again from the Nations League. And maybe we can pull up a good World Cup performance yet again. We'll see. Yeah, Ferran Torres has been better and better. Maybe he can do it against Portugal. Celestro, maybe you're right. Bosnia should win this group, and I'm hoping that it happens. I'm hoping so too, but Finland and Romania might want to make their statement here, man. And they could take advantage of Bosnia's shaky situation right now. I think Albanian fans should be happy, though. If you were in Group 4 right now, if you were Slovenia, Albania, I mean, it wouldn't be possible because of Serbia, but yeah, that would be a tough task. But this group is doable. You got Iceland, one of the easiest teams in Pot 1. And Israel, like I said, decent, but it's a doable task for Albania for sure. England are dead. Hey, this is England's chance to prove themselves because, like I said, have been in easy groups in the World Cup qualifiers. Not easy, but, you know, clear favorites. And now this is, you know, huge chance for them. And if they do well, all eyes will be on them even more to do well in the World Cup because people are talking about how they're the favorites to win the whole thing. And I didn't even think about this. They got to come up against Italy again. Maybe they could get their revenge now. With Italy's, you know, somewhat strange form, it's possible. The Bosnian Federation is a mess. I wouldn't bet on them. Yeah, I don't know about that group, to be honest. Damn, everyone's counting England out. That's tough. I don't know, though. I think that's possible for them to do well. Ireland, like I said, I think they have a good chance maybe grabbing second, but Scotland or Ukraine are probably the favorites. Yeah, Turkish fans should definitely be confident right now. They have to be. This is like that's
too easy.
the whole league would have been easy for them, but yeah. That's a very easy group. Group 2 looking like the possible tough group, even Group 4. But nothing compares to Group 3 in League A and Group 4 in League B. Those are going to be tough. Serbia could easily do it again against Norway. But for all we know, we could see a motivated Holland out there. The prediction video, either tomorrow or in 2 days. It depends how long it takes for me to not only edit, but think about all these groups, because it's a lot to process here. It ain't as easy as the World Cup. Even the World Cup playoffs are tough, but this is like, damn, next level here. Lots of difficult groups. I'm actually not sure about the match day release days, but like I said, all of that will be, I think it starts in June. So we still have a lot of time. Literally half a year. But yeah, lots of reasons to be excited for next year. International football will be intense. It's good to have the faith, Tony. But Denmark, we could maybe beat them in one of the fixtures, but we'll see. Belgium is old now, yeah. But still, I think they're probably the favorites. Maybe Netherlands can top that group. I don't know. I don't know. Well, Germany, you know. I think the point gap in Group 3 is going to be... There's going to be some teams that have the same amount of points here, and it just goes on goal differentials. Or head-to-head, whatever is in this... I don't know what it is for the Nations League. My God. Yes, Hungary is 100% the most unlucky team in the world, probably. Truly. Like, is there one chance to, you know, prove their worth? They could have potentially done bits in Group 1, even Group 2, definitely in Group 4. But Group 3? Good luck, Hungary. Good luck. Whew. But it's interesting, though, because, yeah, we don't even know if Portugal or Italy will be in the World Cup yet. I might have to make a video on that as well, even if it's super early, comparing the two sides. Oy, oy. The prediction video will either be out tomorrow or in 2 days. And that will be my next video on the channel. 100%. I expect you guys to all let me know your thoughts on that, obviously, as well in the comments. But don't sleep on Hungary. Hey, I'm not sleeping on them, bro. I think they can do something, but it's going to be tough for them out there. No matter what I say in this group for Group 3, no matter what order I put it in, I know I'm going to get hate for it. That's what always happens in the group of death. In the Euros, I said, for example, like Portugal third, everyone got mad. I put Germany third at one point, everyone got mad. I know it's going to happen here again. And yeah. My God. I'm honestly nervous to film this prediction video. But obviously, I hate to talk the Nations League down because I'm literally recording a video about it, but obviously the World Cup qualifier playoffs, I'm way more interested to see the outcome in that. Because, yeah, that determines which of these teams will be in an actual major tournament. Nations League, it's still cool to see. We get to see all the European teams compete. But the World Cup qualifiers, it means everything for those countries. If they get to play in Qatar. Oh, damn. Everyone's not believing in England here. Hey. They beat Germany in the Euros. But, yeah, Germany, I think, could be more consistent this time. Portugal third. Hey, it's possible. It's possible. I think Germany can prove themselves this time, like I said, with their new manager, Timo Werner as well. He's looking a little bit better. We'll see how they can do. They have a lot of youngsters still, along with some veteran players. For some reason, I see them possibly doing in this group. I mean, we're seeing a shaky Italia. England might have too much pressure for them. This might be Germany's chance. I think Germany handled the pressure well. That's the one thing they do very, very well. Compared, England as obviously is a top side, but over the years, Germany just know how to handle the top pressure. Even though Germany had a fairly easy World Cup qualified group for them, you know, their experience, they'll know what they got to go through. Switzerland tops Group 2. I'm not calling you crazy for that. It's possible. Honestly, if somehow Denmark or Croatia can top Group 1, I'd be happy. France, no disrespect, but these giants just make me upset. I'd like to see them crumble here, especially since we're in the same group as them. It'll be interesting. Russia over Croatia. I mean, I don't know if the last matchup between those two sides proves your point, sir. But, yeah. Damn, you're already predicting the third place matchup? That's in forever, man. That's even further than the next matchups for these groups. All right, guys. It's been a very solid stream. You all have been wonderful. Thank you all for making it this far. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I got to work on my thoughts on this prediction video. It's a lot to consider here. But yeah, obviously, once I post that, let me know your comments. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. And yeah. Damn, discussion's going big here. But yeah, I got to head off. Thanks again. Camera's dead now. Perfect time. I'll see you all soon. La cu noche.